Bitcoin, we start with 1 hour chart. We want to see how we can look for trade. First of all, if you refer to our analysis in my last video when the price was within this move, we mentioned we need to be looking about this flat. All right, that's why I mentioned the price can drop, and exactly this is what I get. That's why we mentioned if the price cannot break this zone, mostly the price can drop. Okay, that's why I was keep highlighting we need to be quite careful. Anyway, we don't need these lines as what we expected the price drop, and to look for sell either we trade based on lower time frame, but based on higher time frame the only way was to put our entry below this is where we could enter the trade. Okay, anyway, this is what we had it. We have been looking for the flat. All right, now the price drop, and if you look at the chart, we have the first flat, which is a correction. And now whether this is the last or the third way, we can look for fourth and fifth. Because if we put this low in relative to the previous one, which is this one, if we refer to the indicators, we don't see the divergence. Okay, whether the price is going to reverse and this is the last wave or not, we cannot confirm with that. But for sure, if we get a reversal, we are more interested to look for buy. Okay. Anyway, as what we expected, the price exactly drop. And if I move to 15 minute, this is where we could look for sell as well. There was opportunity to look for sell from here. All right. Anyway, we move to daily chart. You want to see what's the next. Because if we refer to our analysis, we have been looking for the chart differently. Whether we mentioned whether we call this one as a flat in relative to the first, and we get the next move which is the last, or we can expect the price to consolidate here for longer time. Okay, right now we want to see what's the next. The first thing is we don't want to see the breakout of 28,500. If the price break 28,500, mostly we can see the breakout and the price can drop to 24,600. Okay, we want to see whether this is the last wave or we can expect the price to consolidate here for longer time. Because if we refer to our analysis, we mentioned me, we can put this, look at this one in relative to this move. Okay, this is what we have been looking for. If we refer to our analysis, that's mean if we get any reversal for buy, this is what I wanted. But right now, I don't see any reversal point. Okay, that's why me the price can continue because it dropped more than what we wanted, and but it dropped as what we expected. Because if we remove all these things, we have been looking for this flat. Sorry, we have been looking for the flat. All right, what I mentioned in my last analysis, I mentioned I want to put this one in relative to this. But we mentioned if we want to look for the reversal, the price shouldn't break the previous low, because at that time, so you could put a look at we could look at this one in this way. But since the price broke almost near to the previous low, if there is a continuation, the only thing is this is what we had. All right, that's mean the first correction, whether this is the last is going to continue, or we can expect this one turn to a more complex correction, because in that way we can put this one as the internal flat for one move and we get one move up. In any option, either the first or second, this is what I was looking for. If I get this one for buy any reversal, I will take it. But right now I don't see the reversal, and simply we cannot buy in case the price can continue. Okay, because as I mentioned, based on 1 hour chart, we don't see any divergence. And if we put the over lines, this is where we see the correction almost was on top of these lines. All right, and we had this flat. Okay, whether the price continue or reverse, we cannot confirm right now because I don't see any reversal point, and even we don't have the divergence. Buying and selling right now is not really good idea. Mostly is not really good. We sell at the lowest price of this correction. Okay, that's mean if we want to look for trade, we are looking for, if we get the reversal for buy, we will take it. If the prices continue, the only times you can look for sell if we get any correction based on forward chart similar to what we get here. All right, and the only thing is we want to see whether the price can break the previous low, which is almost we looking at 28,500. Okay, and right now we want to see what's the next. What I'm looking for, I'm looking for the buy. If I get, I say if. All right, it doesn't mean we are going to look for a trade. I mean, we don't have any trades set up right now for buy, because if I remove everything, I was looking to put these two in relative to each other as a flat in relative to the first. But since the price almost near to the previous low, what I can see, I can call this one as an internal flat in relative to this. And if I get one move up, that means this one turned to a more complex correction in relative to the first move. This is what I'm looking for. Okay, again, if we see the reversal, I cannot confirm right now. Okay, and even we cannot see the continue. I mean, even if the price continue, we cannot look for sell. All right. The only thing is if I put my line, my fib here, and if we see exactly the price is at the 61%. All right. Now we see whether there is a continuation or not. If there is a continuation, as I mentioned, the only times we can look for sell if we get a correction. But if I see the reversal for buy, this is what I prefer. Then if we move to 1 hour chart, even we cannot refer to the indicator. The only thing is if I get the reversal, at least as a sharp move correction, then I will get the trade. But mostly we can expect if the price cannot continue, we can expect the price to consolidate here for a longer time. Okay. And also there was an opportunity to look for sell from here. To make it very simple, if the price continue without giving us a correction, we are not going to look for sell. The only reason is the price almost at the lowest or this correction. The only times I can look for sell, either I get the deeper correction or I see the breakout of the previous low. But mostly, if I get any trade setup for buy, this is what I'm looking for. Okay, because at that times I want to put. I'm looking at this. If I change my lines, the color, I just make it as a red. Okay, because I'm looking at this almost same color. Right, we just put this one. All right, the first, second. No, right now we're looking at this one. It's not too clear. Just make it thicker. And this one. Okay. We just put it this one here. And right now, maybe just it's not too clear if I put everything together. All right. Now, we want to see whether we can put this one, the first internal. If I get any reversal for buy, this is what I want to look for. All right. Again, I need to highlight here. It doesn't mean the price cannot continue, because if we mention the price continue, we can expect the price to drop to 24,600. The only times I can look for continuation of for sell if I see the deeper correction or I see the breakout of the previous low. But right now, if I get any reversal in terms of the risk and reward, I will look for. Okay. It doesn't mean we have to get, if we get, and right now we don't have any reversal. If we move to 1 hour chart, if I put my lines here, it will be very clear. All right. Now, what should we do right now? Just let it go. We wait for the next correction. All right. If we get any reversal, then I will take the trade, and whoever get the trade either from here, because I mentioned if we want to look for trade based on 15 minutes, we had the trade set up from here, but based on 1 hour chart, the only way to put our entry below here. And even if anyone get the trade from here right now, they should start to manage it. Okay. And in this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.